Okay, good to know that. So you all have downloaded the Gecko Chrome and the IE driver. Great. So what we are going to do today is we are going to set up our project first. No, you are not supposed to install them. These are just exe files which you have to download and keep it in a location. So in your project, create a new package. Fine. On that package, we are going to create a new file and name this file. For example, I have named run on Firefox. So what we are going to do is we are going to execute our very first test case on the Firefox browser. Initially, we are going to see how we execute our test on Firefox, Chrome and IE. Once we are comfortable with that, we will understand the different commands, creation of objects, etc. The idea is to first make them working and then we will talk about the scripts. We have learned enough Selenium and Python to understand by looking at the scripts what they are doing, and I will explain it also. So go ahead and create a py file, call it as run on Firefox. For the time being, we are just going to try these 3 lines. I am copying pasting these lines for you and I'll tell you what you have to change. These 4 lines you have to copy paste in your script. In the second line where I am giving a path to the browser, as you all can note, I am providing a executable path to initialize this WebDriver Firefox, where the path is according to my system where geckodriver.exe is available. So you have to provide a path in here which according to your system geckodriver.exe is available in which path. You all have to give that path. So what we are doing in here is from Selenium we are importing the WebDriver class and then we initialize our browser variable. We say browser is equal to webdriver.firefox where the executable path of the Firefox, which is the Gecko driver, is available at this location. Then we say browser.get and we provide the URL of the website to launch it, and then simply browser.quit to close the Firefox browser. So when I run this particular script, it is going to launch the Firefox browser with the demo site URL and then it is going to simply close it. That is what is going to happen. So you have to try this on your system, all of you, and let me know once you are done. Opened and closed, done for you, Puneet. Great. Others, please try. Let me know once you get it working. Showing error. Okay, making you the presenter, Monica, to see the error. Please accept. Uh, the Gecko driver file name has to be with .exe, Monica. You have not given .exe. Also, I would suggest you to change this file name to just geckodriver.exe. That becomes easier. So you have to give this geckodriver.exe. You have not given this executable name.
Okay. We should copy this one, right? This is the file location.
It's okay. Just go there and type in geckodriver.exe.
Okay.
Give a slash and say geckodriver.exe. The opposite slash, the backslash. Now run it, save it and run it.
What happened?
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
So all of you, this is the script which you guys have to try. Some of you joined just now. Sharing the script again. Explaining one more time. You have first have to say from Selenium import WebDriver. Remember this command will only work if you all have done pip install Selenium. Then in the second command, we're initializing the browser object to be WebDriver Firefox, and we are providing the executable path of our geckodriver.exe. Then using the command browser.get, we open the browser with the URL. Browser.quit will basically close the Firefox browser. Now we are going to try the same thing on Chrome. For the Chrome, the only thing which will change is the path to your executable and initialization of the browser object. So only change this option, create a new file, create a new file, now initialize webdriver.chrome and provide the executable path to be that of the Chrome browser. Okay, do that, and once you done that, you will see that when you run it, the Chrome browser should get launched with the browser URL. So my system also Chrome browser has invoked. Try that. Let me know once you are done. Done? Okay. Is Chrome driver working for all of you? Not working for you, Puneet? Okay. But what about you and Karthik? Yes, I am making you the presenter, Puneet. Renuka and Karthik, let me know. Can you close this? Your Chrome driver executable is throwing exception. I would suggest if you can please try, Puneet. Try to
I can see actually it tries to open, but
pardon?
something somewhere is failing. I
No,
can see that
the
it tries to open,
yeah,
but
yeah.
somewhere
No, it is
some
launching the
errors.
browser. Sometimes the
Yeah.
Chrome, see, this is all open source, okay? So instead of
Hmm.
doing lot of debugging, the first thing which we try is we always uninstall and then we install again, okay? So
Okay.
uninstall your Chrome browser, install the Chrome browser again and then run it. As far as I know, it will work.
All right. Sure.
Okay, so try that.
Yeah.
Great. Karthik and Renuka, is it working for you guys? Please let me know. The Chrome browser. People who are done with that, you can try for the IE browser. The IE browser would also be the same. You have to say webdriver.ie, and in the executable path, you have to provide the path to your IE driver server. So like you have provided the path to your Gecko and Chrome, similarly you have to provide the path to your IE driver server. Try that. Once that works, we will know that our all three browsers are working, and then we will move on to the next set of commands to be tried. Run for Internet Explorer also, please. Uh, okay, Karthik, sorry, I did not realize you are using Mac OS. Let me just give me a minute. Meanwhile everybody is trying that. Mac OS. Let me make you the presenter, and I'm going to request for controls. Sure. Puneet, let me first see Karthik's screen, then I will make you the presenter to see. What version of Chrome driver do you have? You downloaded the latest version of Chrome and Chrome driver, right? Yeah, sure, Karthik. I'll let me know once you are ready. I will connect it. Okay. IE error. Protected mode. Open your IE browser. Go to settings, properties, tools. Go to internet options. In here, go to security. Go to internet. Select internet. The first option. Yeah, uncheck this. Enable protected mode setting. Go to trusted sites. Go to restricted sites. Uncheck this. Click on apply. Okay. Close this. Run your program. Why we have to do that, I will explain when I will explain IE driver in detail. Okay. So this will work. This is how you should make it work. Okay, Karthik, are you ready? Shall I make you the presenter? Okay, no worries. Let me know once you are ready. I'll make you the presenter. So this is the link for Selenium Python documentation. It is pretty much detailed, and in here we will read about first the WebDriver documentation to understand the different methods the WebDriver object represents. Now, just to be on the same page, WebDriver object will refer to the browser. Okay. Web element object will refers to the HTML element on the page, and the by will refer to the locators. Please remember this. WebDriver refers to the browser, web element refers to the HTML element on the page, and by refers to the locators. These are the three main entities which we will be working on when we are working on with Selenium with Python. Now the first thing we are going to have a look at is the browser object. So I will show you the browser object API. So these are the links which you all have to read. The idea is to breeze through it, and I will explain you some of the commands, and some of the commands we will see. Okay. So the first is the WebDriver object. Let's have a look at the WebDriver object. So you have got IE WebDriver, Firefox driver, Chrome WebDriver, and this remote WebDriver. Now, some of the methods which are available with WebDriver are, are going to be used most often: back, close, current URL, current window handle, find element, to work on the different element using different locator strategies by ID, by link text, by name, find elements, two type of method, find element, find elements. Get, we all have seen the get URL, loads a web page in the current browser session. Okay. Implicit wait, it's basically an inherent wait which we set for the browser to wait for an element to appear on the screen so that we work on it. Okay. So we implicitly align the script to wait for elements to appear on the screen for a certain amount of time. Maximize window, minimize window, page source to get the current text associated with the page, quit, refresh. These are some of the title to return the title of the current page, etc. These are some of the browser based commands. Let us see some of these browser based commands. So we have created a simple script for Chrome browser where we say open the application. Then we are printing the browser current URL, browser title and browser page source. When we run the script, you will see the output. So this is the current URL, this is the title of the page, and this is the page source, the HTML associated with the page. When you say browser dot, you have all these methods which are available to you, which you can work with the page. So you can call the different methods. Maximize window, minimize window, forward, backward, etc. So try this simple script, and with that I will give you some more browser commands to work on right now. So first try the simple script. Choose any one browser, preferably Chrome or Firefox. Either of the one browser, choose that, and we are going to use all our commands on that. For example, for me it is primarily Chrome. My examples are based upon. Okay. And on that, once you have tried this, you have to try the following. Forward, back, maximize, minimize. These four commands you have to try extra with the script you are just trying. So try them out. Let me know once you are done. So to try forward and backward, try to click on an element, a link basically. For example, you would have tried clicking on the My Account link. Open your shell command. Say pip install WebDriver. Pip command not found. It is not able to find. Type Python. Pip command not. Okay. Say sudo easy underscore install pip. Quit this. Say quit. QUIT. Control D. Yeah. Say sudo sudo easy space easy underscore install pip. It's not typing. Now say pip install WebDriver or Selenium. Install. What? 1 second. Show me this. Show me this window which opened. This opened now or was it open earlier? Oh, leave it, leave it. Go back to your bash. Yeah, now say enter. Yeah, should work now. Try now. No, you have an error. Say sudo space easy underscore install Selenium. Okay, can you try your script running now? This Python path should not be right. You are using Python 3.6, right? It is taking the Python path to be 2.7. We don't want that. This one is fine. Apply. Now say from Selenium import WebDriver. Import is typed itself. Import WebDriver. Yeah, this should work now. Try executing your script. and let me know, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Yeah, minimize window will throw error, rest 3 will work. Right. Great. So anybody is facing any issues, please let me know. If you all done trying this, let me know that as well. So these are some browser based functions we are trying. Done? Okay, Monica. Okay. So now let us try to create our simple script for login logout. Okay, and with that we'll try some new functions. Now I hope you all remember the login logout script. So after you have opened the URL, you have to click on the my account link. So to click on the my account link, the locator which we are going to use is link text, value being my account, right? Then we have to type on email. For that we are going to use the name locator, value being email underscore address. Then we have to type the password. For that we will use the name property again, value being password. Then we have to click on the sign in button. For that we are going to use ID property, value being TDB5. Then we have to click on the log off link, link text, log off. Then we have to click on the continue, again link text, continue, right? This is how we are going to do. So try to write down these commands. So you say browser dot find underscore element underscore by underscore link underscore text my account dot click. Then browser dot find underscore element underscore by dot name by underscore name, pass the value of locator. The method is send keys. We use the method send keys to type text. Method click on the object to perform the click operation. So basically the find underscore element underscore by underscore ID browser dot these methods. So these methods return web element object on which we perform different functions. So we can have a look at the web element API. So if you have a look at the web element API, you will see all these methods: clear, click. Then the web element can also have other elements inside it. So you have all the find elements available for this. So scroll that away. Get attribute to fetch the runtime value associated with the attribute. ID, send keys, stimulate typing into an element. Submit to submit a form to find what is the tag name of an HTML of an element associated. Text to find the text associated with an element. So these are some of the methods associated with the web element object. So read this and then try the simple script of login and logout. When you run this, you should all be able to log in and log out from the page. Log in and log out from the application. So try this. So create a new program, call it as login logout and try out this script. Let me know once you guys are done trying the login logout script. Let me know once you guys are done trying the login logout script. Done? Okay. Okay, Monica. Yes, Puneet. Show me the script. Can you scroll up the error? Show the script again. Your send keys method is throwing error. But your script looks fine to me. Browser down find element. Do one thing before line number 3. Type this browser dot implicitly underscore wait. Sometimes we get sync issues. The browser dot implicitly wait. Yeah, give in here 30. Yeah, now run the program again. Close all these browsers. You're getting an exception. Close this. I'm sharing the script with you, Puneet. Try copy pasting that. Change the path to your system and change the browser to Firefox or Chrome. Comment out the implicit wait line. Copy this error. Selenium common exception invalid argument exception. Copy the last line. Copy the last line. Do a Google search on this. Yeah, open it. Scroll down. What version of Firefox you have? Do you have the latest version? 60. And do you have the latest version of Gecko driver? Did you download the latest version of Gecko driver? You already had. I mean, what version of Gecko driver is that? What version is it? You will not come to know it like this. Go to the Gecko driver URL. You downloaded this in somewhere in March, 27th March. That to 2017. Must be an older version. No, old one, then don't do it, please. Go ahead, update your Gecko driver. See, with all these open source tools, this version controls is always a challenge, and it is actually up to us, okay? It is up to us to ensure that we are on the right versions. That's why we always ask you to have the latest version of browser and latest version of drivers. That is one of the main reasons, okay? So go ahead, update your Gecko driver, your error should be resolved. You're facing a problem with the 2.7 and a 3.6 version, Karthik, on your system. That's what you have said, right? Okay. Yeah, you need to resolve that. Unless that is resolved, you will have conflicting uh, outputs. So you can have a look at the forums, resolve that issue, and then maybe try these scripts again. Great. So the next concept we are going to read and understand about is the concept called as find elements. So there are two types of method, find element and find elements. Find elements return to you all objects which match the locator. So find elements will return to you all the objects on the page which will match the locator value which we will provide, whereas find element will only return the first match found. For example, if I go to the registration page and I say find underscore elements by underscore name and I provide the name in here gender, how many objects will be returned to me? Two objects. That's right. Okay. So, but if I use find element by gender name, only one will get returned to me, whichever first one matches. So remember this. If the same method I use find element, then only one object will be returned to me. The first one which matches. Now, the simple script we are going to try out is, we open the application. On that application, we are going to create a list. Then we fetch all the elements using XPath A. So basically, it is going to fetch all anchor elements, which are basically the link elements. So this is going to fetch all the anchor elements or the link elements on our home page. And then for each element found in the element list, we are going to print element text and element attribute href. So basically for each link found on the page, we are going to print the element text associated, that is the link text associated and the link href. Try out the script, please. So what is the return value of this? The return value of this is a list of web elements. As you can see, returns list of web elements, a list with elements if any was found, an empty list if nothing was found. That is the return value of this method. So try out the script, please. ensure that your web driver is in all small. That is not the your find elements method value. You have written the wrong command. Your name find elements is wrong. It's find underscore elements. Spelling is wrong. Correct that, Monica. Okay, I want you guys to start working on your error resolution as well. Okay, try to read the error, try to understand what is it saying to you, because most of the times these errors are self-explanatory. So it is very good that you are getting these errors, but it will be great if you will start understanding them and resolve them. Okay, yeah, total you will find 61 elements. So you can find out that the list functions which we have read, you can try them out. Okay, any questions so far? Anything which is not clear to you guys? Any questions? Yes, Karthik. Because find element by XPath will return you only one element. Yes. So your list contains only one element. So you need not iterate through the list because there is nothing to be iterated on. Great. So we will see uh, another interesting function associated with the text box element, and this is also sometimes asked in interviews. So the text box element, for example, let us say you type something on the text box. For example, let us say email address, and then you have to fetch what you have typed. Sometimes you have seen there are text boxes which have some default value, right? In websites. Imagine you need to fetch what exactly exists in that text box. So what method will we use? We have seen two methods, get attribute and text. We think that we will use the text method, isn't it? If we have to fetch the text associated with the element, we use the text method. Like we did it in here for the links. That would be our assumption, is that right? But text is not the correct answer. The answer is get attribute, and the attribute we are going to fetch for the text box is a value. So basically when you are going to type something on a text box, this is the attribute, value is the attribute which gets set for the text box. So you all have to try a script now in which you are going to open the URL, click my account link, type in email address and fetch the typed text and print on console. Try out this script. I've shown you what method you will use. Try both the methods, get attribute, value and text. Try both these methods. So write down the script and share the script with me. So once you are done with the script, I will make you the presenters to see the script working on your system. Try out the script, please. Done? Okay. Making you the presenter. Fine. Good work. Monica, let me know when you are done also. Done? Okay, making you the presenter. Where is the get attribute method? You have to print the text. For example, your output should be testing@gmail.com. So you have to use the get attribute method in here, Monica. This is not done. Get attribute value. Your script should look like this, something like this. You have to use the get attribute value method. And did you guys try the text method? What happens if you say text? If you try to fetch text, what happens? You will find when you try to type text, it will return back to you as empty. But try finding the text associated with the sign in button. You will find sign in. Okay, this is empty for the text box, but for the button you get back a value. So this is what I wanted you guys to try till here. This I am showing you that the text returns a value, but not with the text box, but with other elements. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. So that's all we will do for today. The next topic which we are going to study tomorrow is about PyUnit, which is a unit test framework we can use with Python. And then we are going to see how we can use assertion using that PyUnit to our scripts. And then we are going to talk about two important concepts of synchronization and parameterization. For that, I would want all of you to try and type on the script for registration of a user, and you should have the script handy before tomorrow class. Will you all be able to do it? I hope you have now all understood the different find element method, web elements, functions, etc. So will you all please write down the script? You should have this script handy before tomorrow's session, okay? The register user. You will also have this Gecko driver log. If you just refresh your project, you will have a Gecko driver log. So Gecko driver during execution generates a log. Yeah, it's a log file which the Gecko driver is generating by default. None of you asked me, have I already explained why Firefox has Gecko driver whereas Chrome has Chrome, IE has IE, but Firefox has Gecko driver, not Firefox driver? Do you all know the reason? Minimize will throw an error, Puneet. Do you all know the reason? So when Selenium 2.0 came into picture, it was on the Selenium WebDriver to provide drivers for all browsers. So if you will see somebody using Selenium 2.0 version, they will have a Chrome driver, IE driver and Firefox driver. And they used to not give this executable path. It was on the Selenium WebDriver to provide these web drivers to the people using these browsers. But from Selenium 3.0 onwards, the onus to provide these drivers shifted on the browser. So browsers have to make themselves compatible with the Selenium WebDriver so that they can be automated. Now, according to W3 compliance, there has to be certain prerequisites. So Firefox went ahead and implemented these prerequisites to be themselves W3 compliant, but Selenium is yet to catch up with them. So that's why you cannot directly talk to the Firefox browser with Selenium. If you have to use Selenium, you basically use a middleware which is Gecko driver for us for Selenium and Firefox browser to talk. Gecko is basically an engine on which lot of Firefox components or Mozilla components are created. So Gecko driver is basically a piece of software on which lot of Firefox components are created. So we use this component with Selenium also so that Firefox and Selenium can communicate with each other. That is the reason. Okay, is that clear? It's also there in the, so due to W3 compliance for the WebDriver protocols, Firefox went ahead and has already implemented the W3C WebDriver protocols, which Selenium is yet to follow. So that is why with the Selenium for automating the Firefox browser, we use Gecko driver. Any more questions? Any questions you guys have? Okay. So that's all we will do for today. I'll share the recordings and other materials with you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Try to have the registration of user script ready before tomorrow's session. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye everyone.